Here are the 20 newest, smartest, and most accurate indicators on TradingView that are absolutely mandatory for your trading arsenal. No matter if you're a day trader looking to profit from those quick market moves, a scalper aiming for precision in the midst of the action, or a swing trader planning your next big play, this list may have just the thing you are looking for. Make sure you watch this video carefully and save these powerful tools for future use. Trust me,
I would like
you
to
don't want to
introduce
miss
the
my...
BingX exchange. BingX is the exchange we currently rate as the best, offering derivative and spot products in crypto, stock indices, commodities, and forex. New registrants through the referral link in the description can receive rewards of up to $5,000. Additionally, there will be daily
Let's
check-in
kick things off with our 20th essential indicator on the list, the Market Structure Algo by Omega Tools. Not going to lie, this free tool looks like a premium Lux Algo indicator. The Market Structure Algo works best in shorter time frames, like 5 and 15 minutes. This advanced analysis tool is designed to identify the market structure through a combination of pivot highs and lows, creating a deeper understanding of potential market movements. This special indicator differentiates between internal and external market structures by analyzing pivot points over different periods. This dual analysis allows for better understanding of short-term and long-term market trends. The indicator introduces a unique approach to displaying potential areas of interest or zones around pivot points, adjustable through the zone distance setting. Based on a comprehensive algorithm, the MS Algo identifies potential signals for entering and exiting trades based on the internal market structure. These signals are visually represented on the chart, aiding in decision-making. To apply the MS Algo to your TradingView charts, adjust the internal MS and external MS settings to align with your analysis preferences. The zone distance input allows for customization of the zone visualization feature. Next up on my list is Trending RSI Chart Prime. The best time frames for this indicator are 15 minutes, 1 hour, and 4 hours. Trending RSI takes a new approach to RSI and is designed to provide all of the missing information that traditional RSI lacks. Questions such as, why does the price continue to decline even during an oversold period? Can be answered using Trending RSI. These types of movements are due to the market still trending, and traditional RSI cannot tell traders this. Trending RSI fixes this by introducing trend information back into the oscillator. By reverse engineering RSI, the creators have been able to make a new indicator that is no longer bound between 0 and 100. Instead, it provides the traditional 70 and 30 zones as bands, and 50 as a center line that still represent these zones perfectly. This transforms the RSI into a centered oscillator instead of a normalized oscillator. When the market is trending, the trending RSI represents this as the center line being below or above 0. Just like MACD, the center line is colored to represent market phases. You can use the center line as a directional filter for your trades by only picking trades in the direction of the center line. The 18th indicator you should absolutely test out is called the ICT Kill Zones Toolkit by Lux Algo. This tool works in time frames lower than 15 minutes. The ICT Kill Zones Toolkit is an advanced set of tools designed to assist you in tracking key trading zones and patterns within the market. The ICT Kill Zones Toolkit includes the following price action components: ICT kill zones with pivot highs and lows, order blocks, breaker blocks, fair value gaps, and market structure shifts. By combining these components, the ICT Kill Zones Toolkit equips you with a complete framework for analyzing the market and identifying setups of interest. Leveraging these tools effectively can enhance your decision-making process and improve kill zones readability. In Forex and futures trading, timing is crucial. ICT kill zones are specific periods when there's a higher chance of finding setups of interest. We can see in the following example that when price retests setups generated from kill zones, such as order blocks or fair value gaps, a potential strategy could be to look for entries on those and take profits as the next kill zone appears. On the 17th place, I put an indicator called Momentum Ghost Machine by Chart Prime. This indicator can serve as a secondary confirmation tool. It works best in the 5 and 15-minute time frames. This tool takes advantage of the properties of one of our favorite filters, MACD, to create a more accurate and stable momentum oscillator by using a high-quality filtered delayed signal to compare momentum. Traditional momentum, rate of change, uses raw price data to compare current price to previous price to generate a directional oscillator. This leaves the oscillator prone to false readings and noisy outputs that leave traders unsure of the real likelihood of future movement. This indicator has a few extra features that other momentum ROC indicators don't have. One major yet simple improvement is the inclusion of a moving average to help gauge the rate of change of this indicator. Next up, I have a super powerful indicator called the Squeeze Momentum Deluxe by Eli Cobra. This is a next-generation squeeze momentum index built with momentum, volatility, and price action. To understand how to profit from this indicator, we first need to become familiar with its components. The first component, the momentum oscillator, measures the relationship between price and its extremes over a defined period. The second component is squeeze bars. The original squeeze concept is based on the relationship between the Bollinger Bands and Keltner channel. The third component is directional flux. This component measures the overall direction of price volatility, offering insights into trend sentiment. Presented as waves in the background, it includes an overflux feature to signal extreme market bias in a particular direction, which can signal either exhaustion or vital continuation. The next feature is the confluence gauges. Placed at the top and bottom of the indicator, these gauges measure the confluence in the relationship between the momentum oscillator and directional flux. They provide you with an easily interpretable visual aid for detecting market sentiment. The fifth component is real-time divergences. Equipped with a custom algorithm, the indicator detects real-time divergences between price and the oscillator. This dynamic feature enhances your ability to spot potential trend reversals as they occur. Overall, this is a great oscillator to test out. Next up is the liquidation levels with liquidity sweeps breakouts by Algo Alpha. The heart of this indicator lies in its ability to track and highlight liquidity levels derived from swing pivots and sweeps across multiple time frames. By calculating relative volume against a user-defined threshold, it identifies strong volume movements typical of liquidity breakouts. This helps filter out fakeouts. When a liquidity level is breached but not completely mitigated, it's either marked as a bullish or bearish sweep, which comes with the option to show an estimate of the number of liquidations during the sweep. To maximize your trading efficiency with the liquidity levels with liquidation sweeps indicator, follow these simple steps. Access the indicator settings to personalize the time frame multiplier, high volume threshold, and relative volume period. Customize these settings to match your trading strategy and chart preferences. Once you're done with the settings, monitor the chart for liquidity levels and sweeps. Bullish sweeps are marked with green labels, bearish sweeps with red, and breakouts are highlighted in the chart background. Enable alert conditions for liquidity breakouts and sweeps within the indicator's settings. This feature allows you to receive real-time notifications, helping you to act promptly on trading opportunities. The 14th indicator on my list is the Predictive Channel Signals Indicator by Eagle V Sniper. The indicator is thoughtfully crafted for traders who seek to identify potential support and resistance levels, anticipate market reversals, and optimize entry and exit points through advanced technical analysis. The script calculates predictive channels based on price movements and volatility, represented by adjustable factors for sensitivity and slope. These channels adapt to changing market conditions, providing real-time support and resistance levels. The indicator generates buying and selling signals based on the interaction between moving averages and predictive channels. In practice, before opening a long trade, it is essential to check for the following confluences. First, the trend channel is ascending. Second, the price is closed above the moving average. Third, the indicator produces a strong buy signal. Trend channel lines can serve as profit targets. Next up on my list is Ghost Tangent Crossings by Chart Prime. Ghost tangent crossings is a revolutionary way to visualize pivot points and zigzag patterns that utilizes ellipses. This indicator ensures each pivot is plotted from high to low, ensuring a correct zigzag wave pattern. Before a zigzag is confirmed, Ghost tangent crossings plots an estimate of the next valid move, allowing you to plan well ahead of time. Once it is confirmed, the indicator will fill in the plot with a solid color and print a break label. From this point, a line is plotted with the slope at that location, and when the price breaks this level, a break label is displayed. Alternatively, you can plot this point as a horizontal line. This area works as support and resistance for the market, as well as the point where the balance in movement is found. All right, let's move on to the next indicator on my list, the Trade's Daily Bias by Trade for Op. This powerful tool aims to develop a higher time frame bias and collect data on its success rate. This indicator focuses on one specific method that uses previous highs and lows. Each new day starts by drawing out the PDH and PDL levels. They start out as blue and turn red once traded through. These are the default colors which can be changed in the indicator's settings. The triangles you see are plotted to indicate the time at which PDH or PDL was traded through. This color scheme is also applied to the table in the top right. Once a bias is determined, that cell's color starts out as blue and turns red once the level is traded through. The table indicates the success rate of price hitting the levels provided by each period's bias, followed by the success rate of price closing through said levels after reaching them, as well as the sample size of data collected for each scenario. As an example of how to read the table's data, we can look at the PDH row of the Solana chart. The sample size here indicates that there were 55 instances where the daily bias was assigned as PDH. From this sample size, 80% of instances did go on to trade through PDH, and only 54.5% of those instances actually went on to close through PDH after hitting that level. Based on this information, you can anticipate the potential winning ratio if you decide to target the PDH. Of course, greater sample sizes and therefore greater statistical significance may be derived from higher time frame charts that may go further back in time. The 11th indicator on my list is MOST on RSI by Kivanch Uzbilgic. This powerful indicator is an improved version of the classical RSI. The indicator uses a variable index dynamic moving average, which is applied to RSI. A buy signal is generated when the moving average line crosses above the MOST line. A sell signal is present when the moving average line crosses below the MOST line. The MOST on RSI indicator is advised to use in the sideways market. However, the tool can also be useful in trending conditions. Using it as a first confirmation indicator is a good idea. On the 10th place, I put an indicator called All-Time High Levels by your favorite creator, Lux Algo. The All-Time High (ATH) Levels indicator displays a user-set amount of historical all-time high levels made on your chart, highlighting potential key price levels. Displayed levels can be filtered out based on their duration, as well as their relative distance from each other. This simple but effective indicator also evaluates the role a level might have as support or resistance using a percentage, classifying ATH levels as either support or resistance depending on the result. You see, market participants pay high attention to all-time highs made by certain assets, with the most pertinent example being Bitcoin. Previous all-time highs can play critical roles as psychological price levels, with the most recent ones often offering major resistance points and older ones being used as support. I think this indicator can play a significant role in your existing strategy. Add it to your favorites, and let's move on to indicator number 9. This script is called the Price Action Volumetric Order Blocks by Stratified Trade. The Price Action Volumetric Order Blocks indicator is designed to present a different approach to normal order blocks, providing volume inside metrics used to spot stronger and weaker order blocks, their own volume, and much more, adding a good extra chunk of confluence. The following example shows how a bearish order block can have more bullish volume or more bearish volume. Nothing really changes, in fact, the order block is still bearish in this case. The only thing that changes is the volume. This can be used as a confluence to know which side was traded at that specific level. Bearish order block with more bullish volume indicates that buyers reached exhaustion at that level and can be considered as a stronger order block. Bullish order block with more bearish volume means that sellers lost interest at that level and can be considered as a stronger order block. As we see in the next example, stronger order blocks will have a higher chance of holding better and giving stronger rejection. Thanks to this, we can avoid weak order blocks and eliminate potential losses. On the 8th place, I included a powerful money management indicator called trailing management by Zierman. The trailing management indicator is designed for those of you who seek an automated and dynamic approach to managing trailing stops. It helps you make systematic decisions regarding when to enter and exit trades based on the calculated risk-reward ratio. By providing a clear visual representation of trailing stop levels and risk-reward metrics, the indicator is an essential tool for both novice and experienced traders aiming to enhance their trading discipline. This powerful indicator integrates a break-even curve feature to enhance its utility in trailing stop management and risk-reward optimization. The break-even curve illuminates the precise point at which a trade neither gains nor loses value, offering clarity on the risk-reward landscape. Furthermore, this precise point is calculated based on the required win rate and the risk-reward ratio. This calculation aids you in understanding the type of strategy you need to employ at any given time to be profitable. In other words, you can, at any given point, assess the kind of strategy you need to use to make money, depending on the price's position within the risk-reward box. For example, let's say the price is at the midpoint of the risk-reward box. This means that the risk-reward ratio should be 1, and the minimum win rate of your strategy is 50% to break even. I think this tool is a great addition to your existing strategy. Try it out. 7th in my ranking is a super effective indicator called Session Sweeps by Lux Algo. This is an absolute must-have in your arsenal. The Session Sweeps indicator is a new tool that combines ICT-based features for a complete trading methodology involving market sessions, market structure, and fair value gaps to find optimal entry conditions for trading price action. Traders frequently tend to place stop or limit orders at the high and low points of major trading sessions such as Asian, European, and North American, resulting in the establishment of liquidity pools at those particular levels. The Session Sweeps indicator is crafted to recognize and highlight occurrences of session sweeps or liquidity sweeps during these major trading sessions. If the price briefly crosses either the highest or lowest point of a market session, these movements, aimed at triggering stop losses, suggest potential shifts in the market direction. Detecting such movements is the fundamental purpose and core functionality of this powerful indicator. A part of a common entry model when using session sweeps is waiting for the formation of a change of character after a session sweep. After the formation of a chach, you can enter a position when the price enters the area of a fair value gap. This entry setup is commonly used by ICT traders. It works in short time frames like 5 and 15 minutes. The 6th indicator in my ranking is called the liquidity trend line with signals by Stratify Trade. The liquidity trend line is an indicator developed to identify potential breakouts by making use of pivot points. These pivotal moments can trigger significant market reactions, either by breaking out or by serving as breakout and retest signals. As shown in the example, breakouts can be powerful points to see reversals in the market and can lead to a lot of volatility as well. When a trend line is broken, a signal will be plotted. A trend line is formed when 2 consecutive pivot points are found, each of them lower or higher than the previous one. This is the anchor point for the trend line that the indicator will use to spot rejections or breakouts. Another good example is using these trend lines as simple retests. Price bouncing on top of them will suggest a possible continuation of the current trend. We can filter out stronger breakouts by looking at how many times the price has rejected the trend line. More rejections will result in more liquidity once the price breaks it. Signals are plotted on the chart for every breakout that happens. The fifth place of the most powerful indicators belongs to the Periodic Activity Tracker by Lux Algo. I guarantee you have not seen such a volume indicator before. The Periodic Activity Tracker tool periodically tracks the cumulative buy and sell volume and draws the corresponding matching bars and volume delta for each period. In trading, assessing the strength of the bulls and bears is key to understanding the current trading environment. Which side, if any, has the upper hand? To answer this question, some traders look at volume in relation to price. This indicator provides you with a view of buy volume versus sell volume, allowing you to compare both sides of the market. As with any volume tool, the key is to understand when the forces of the two groups are balanced or unbalanced. As we can observe in the following chart, buy volume is greater than sell volume, both moving up close together. We can see that the price is in range. Then we see that buy volume gets bigger than sell volume, both moving up but with more of a difference. The price breaks out of the range. Finally, buy volume explodes higher and sell volume cannot keep up. Price explodes higher above yesterday's range. You need to understand that there is always an equal number of buyers and sellers in a liquid market. The quality here is how aggressive or passive they are. Overall, this is a great tool to have in your arsenal. Add it to your favorites, and let's move on to the indicator number 4, Open Liquidity Heat Map by Stratify Trade. Open Liquidity Heat Map is an indicator designed to display accumulated resting liquidity on the chart. Unlike any other liquidity heat map, this aims to accumulate liquidity at specific levels that build up over time, showing larger areas of liquidity. The levels are calculated like a normal volume profile with steps, from the highest point within the lookback to the lowest one. Each level contains the corresponding amount of volume the candle has closed in that range. Unlike many liquidity indicators that provide a single candle liquidity heat map, this aims to add up liquidity in already present levels. This can be extremely useful to see which levels are likely to be more liquid and tend to get a bigger reaction to the price. Imagine it like a range of levels that each time price revisits that area, a new position area is added. Volume is added in that area each time the price visits that zone. Liquidity builds up in those zones, causing a bigger reaction to the price once the price approaches them. This tool can be a great enhancement to your existing strategy, and you should definitely add it to your collection. The third spot in my ranking goes to the price action fractal forecasts by Algo Alpha. Check out how futuristic this indicator looks. This innovative tool utilizes the amazing complexity of fractals to predict future price movements, offering you a unique edge in the market. By analyzing historical price action and identifying repeating patterns, this tool forecasts future price trends, providing visually engaging and actionable insights. The core of the price action fractal forecasts lies in its ability to compare current market behavior with historical data to detect similar patterns. It first establishes a training data window to analyze historical prices. Within this window, it then defines a reference length to identify the most recent price action that will serve as the basis for comparison. The indicator searches through the historical data within the training window to find segments that closely match the recent price action in the reference period. Test this magic indicator in different markets in combination with volume analysis, oscillators, and other price action tools. The second spot on my list takes my new personal indicator called the Trade IQ Oscillator. This is no doubt one of the most accurate and easy-to-use oscillators on the TradingView platform. The smoothing technique used in this indicator ensures an accurate, no-lag reading. The oscillator gives early overbought and oversold signals displayed in the upper and lower bands. These types of signals occur when the market makes an extreme or unusual move to the upside or downside. Trend-following waves allow you to anticipate the current market state. If the wave is green, the market is in a strong uptrend. A purple wave indicates a bear market. The unique shape of the oscillator can really help you see when a trend is weakening. This happens when the oscillator flatlines. Histograms can play a significant role in determining trend strength. Besides all these amazing features, the indicator comes with auto divergences, which can be enabled in the indicator inputs. You can also select how fast you want the oscillator to react to price changes. The Trade IQ oscillator works in all time frames. It can be used as a trend filter or even a buy and sell confirmation indicator. Personally, I recommend combining it with the Trade IQ toolkit, the first spot indicator on my list. After years of studying different indicators and price action, me and the Chart Prime team came up with a tool that I believe to be the most efficient on the TradingView platform. This is the type of indicator every trader should have in their arsenal to become consistently profitable. What sets the Trade IQ toolkit apart is its holistic approach to market analysis, providing you with an all-in-one solution. Unlike other indicators that focus on specific aspects of trading, the Trade IQ tool offers a multifaceted approach. It combines price action analysis, trend identification, and volumetric analysis, offering a more comprehensive view of the market than any single indicator you know. It includes features like supply and demand analysis, trade entries with targets and stop losses, and trend lines with breakouts. Additionally, it integrates advanced concepts such as ghost order blocks that predict future support and resistance levels. The indicator settings can be customized to fit individual trading styles, making it a versatile tool for both novice and experienced traders. With the integration of multi-time frame analysis and a market bias dashboard, the indicator contributes to a strategic edge.